April 2026, as always, going to talk about a little bit of rentals, going to talk about a little bit of sales. So rentals hasn't changed much since we've been tracking it, stays right at that 2,200 mark. Last month was 2,198. Basically, almost 2,200, stays flat since we've been tracking it. Next, vacancy rate actually went up a little bit. So in March was 6.35, pretty low. Actually went up to 7.07. So we have a lot more vacancies per what is online for rent right now. So interesting to note. Number of rentals did go up as well. So the month prior, 936. Last month, 988. So we're seeing more of a supply. We're seeing the vacancy rate go up a little bit, but we're seeing the actual rented amount stay pretty flat and pretty mellow. But interestingly, the numbers listed for rent, so not what they're getting, but what they're asking, went from 2313 to 2370. So they're asking more, there's getting more supply, the vacancy rate's getting higher, but we're still getting that same number. So y'all are getting greedy out there. Y'all are getting greedy. And not surprisingly, because the supply went up and the vacancy went up, days on market also went up from 32 to 36 days on the market for the rentals. So not surprising to see that there. Average square footage, 1756 to 1707. Just stats for you guys to know there and what we're renting out on average. What did go up is the inquiries. So that's been pretty flat. Started at 6, then went to 7. Our high was 10 in February. Our new high in April was 14. So every time we list a property, 14 people inquire and ask about it, want to know if it's for rent, how much, how to apply, all that information. But highest we've seen was actually last month at 14. And for the first time, it did translate to more actual applications. So inquiries to applications, we monitor that pretty heavily, and it did finally go up to 2. So 14 people asked about the property. Out of those 14, 2 of them applied. Pretty good information to know. And on top of those, the accepted rate. So our standard of acceptance does not change. You have to do this, this, and this to be accepted. That hasn't changed in years. And it went from 29% acceptance to 40. So that's telling us more qualified people are applying. We're getting more inquiries. We're getting more applications. Of the applications, more of them are qualified and good applications, which is good to know as well. But guys are still asking more. So stop asking so much. We'll get these bad boys rented out. And that is the rental side of everything. So on average, we're listing for a little bit higher right now. They're sitting a little bit longer. Supply is going up, vacancy rates going up, all of that, but we're still getting that same level. So as always, super important on the number that you list at, get it rented out quickly for the rentals. Sales, what happened with sales? Not as crazy. So average listed price went up from 512 to 513, basically no change at all. Average sold price though went from 437 to 451. So pretty sizable increase from what was sold in March of 2026 to April of 2026. Good to note. Average days on market for sales, big drop. So 41 days in March. In April, we saw that drop to 33 days. So the good news is whether you're renting or selling with a send, 33 to 34 days, it should be rented, it should be sold. So that's a really good average to have. Price per square foot, not surprisingly, went up from 237 to 243. As the sales price goes up, the price per square foot obviously goes up. A lot going on here. So the number of houses listed went up slightly from 847 to 863, and the number of houses sold went down from 350 to 338. So we're seeing a little bit more listed, we're seeing a little bit less sell. So that is your April 2026 sales report. As always, any questions you have about selling your house, renting your house, how to apply to be a tenant with us, all of that information right down below. Contact us at Ascend. We'll get you taken care of. See you next month.